What's up, y'all? It's your boy D-Styles with another D-Styles Extra Point Vlog 10. This is part 4. This is what I was talking about. We're going to talk about the overall team, the issues, what's going on. We've been hearing behind the scenes and coaching, players, everything that's been going on. And I got my brother YP. He's going to be here. He's here to talk about it too. He got some stuff to get off his chest about it. So I'm going to say this. After that game, I've been hearing a lot. I think it was, they said that Malachi Starks and a couple other players was there for their interview, but they said like the whole rest of the defense, it was Jenkins and Malachi Starks was the only people in the locker room for the defense to be interviewed about the game, and they said the whole rest of the locker room of the defenders just left without without giving an interview or anything at all. And then, of course, Kyle Hamilton, he's like one of the other defenders that did an interview in the presser. He apologized for the whole where he's talking about everybody's spoiled because Ravens past of having a great defense, which I don't fault him. It was a wrong choice of words, but that's an echo from the head coach. That mentality comes from the head coach of telling them certain things or what to say, or not even just telling them probably is telling them of certain things what to say and what he thinks. Probably really come from John Harbaugh. And it's ridiculous, and I don't fault, I accept Kyle's apology. I don't fault him for that, but overall it's messed up. The coaching, the players, it just seemed like they giving up. You can see in their body language, like I was saying in the last video. And even my brother was saying, saying a lot of things during the game about just coaching and everything he was catching.
Yeah, I don't know if people was paying attention, but if you pay attention when they're showing all the different camera angles, you're looking at they show Todd Monken in the booth. Todd Monken sitting there like this. Almost like he's just waiting to see like this what's going to happen. Like he already knows what's going to happen. And then they show a camera angle of John Harbaugh like he's looking down at the play sheet as if he's dictating what's being called. Mm-hmm. I know everybody likes to blame it all on Todd Monken, but remember, the head coach has say in everything.
Yep. And
if you realize it, John Harbaugh, like he did in his interview, kind of didn't exactly take accountability and take the blame for it. So he kind of said, yeah, the plays could have been called better, and yeah, you would like a good play, we should have, ran better plays. Okay, so if you take accountability as a coach that, yes, I need to make sure my coordinators are calling the right plays, putting the players in the best position, period. It's simple, it's straight to the point. Instead of ducking all around, being all political and all this and that. People are tired of hearing that. People want to get to the point. They want to win. And I'm pretty sure Steve Bisciotti want to fill those seats up. We don't have time for none of that.
Sure don't.
Especially the way how things are now, overall, period. Fans want to win, period. So whatever needs to be done, whoever needs to be told off, however things got to go, that's the way they got to go. If you want to win, that's what got to happen. It ain't personal. It's business. This is a business, and in this business, you got to win.
Yep. It's about results at the end of the day. And Harbaugh, it goes back to it was a training camp. When he had that beginning of training camp, we had that interview, he said, it's not Super Bowl bust. See, I feel like he said that because he thinks since he got extension, he's good. Nah. If any real Ravens fans have been a Ravens fan for a long time, I'm talking about for years, y'all remember when Brian Billick got fired? Brian Billick had an extension after the 2006-2007 season when we lost to the Colts in the playoffs. He had an extension from Steve Bisciotti. Then the next year was an 07-08 season. We was riddled with injuries. And we was riddled with injuries. We had a bad record. And then all of a sudden, Brian Billick got fired. His whole staff, except for Rex Ryan, because they was going to interview Rex Ryan for the head coaching job in 2008. And then what happened is they ended up hiring John Harbaugh, basically trying to find like how the Steelers hired Mike Tomlin the year before in 07. In 08, they hired John Harbaugh as the next coach for the Ravens, and then they asked, what's his name, Rex Ryan, if he wanted to be the coordinator. He said, yeah, and John accepted him. So it seemed like the same thing is happening. And then like each year of our anniversary, every team, like from 2005, we had too many injuries. And then we had a losing record. 2015, a lot of injuries, losing record. Now it seems like it's happening every time we have the anniversary for the franchise. Now it's the 30th 30-year anniversary of the franchise. It seems like the same thing is happening. Now John Harbaugh, he can't get away with no injuries, putting it on coaches. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. The players, you can see in their body language, they not buying in. Lamar's frustrated. The defense, it goes back to Marlon Humphrey. I know everybody mad at Marlon Humphrey for having a podcast and all that, but if you read between the lines, even my brother saying, you read between the lines, he was saying like he don't even know himself what's going on or what to do.
Right. It's a problem if you're a veteran player saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. He knows what's going on, but, he has to follow protocol and how everything works, how the organization runs, top down. So, but he knows what's going on. Kyle Hamilton knows what's going on too. They really know.
Yep.
Coaching. At the end of the day, you're not playing to your players' strengths. Keep it short, sweet, and simple. You're not playing to your players' strengths. You got to put them in the best position to win. One thing about Bill Belichick that people undermine about him, what made him a good coach, while they did get a lot of Super Bowls also, Bill Belichick did at the same time put his players in position to win. Mm-hmm. He played to your strength, and then you had to also play as the the Patriot way.
Yep.
The Patriot way. But he played to your strengths. He knew what this player was, maximized their talent and what they do, and played the Patriot way.
Yep. And that's how they won a lot of Super Bowls. Even with his last year, he just didn't have a quarterback to rely on. He didn't have the same type of players or whatever. So they ended up letting him go. But for them years when he had Tom Brady, he knew how to make the defense great, and then had the offense had Tom Brady had the offense ran a certain way, and they always won them Super Bowls, And then like it goes back to even John, when John had Ray Lewis in them for those years, and we went to the Super Bowl. We had some great veterans, leadership, and I understand people say we don't have leadership now. I think we do, but it's not the same type of leadership. Because see, John Harbaugh, if you realize after that Super Bowl, he got rid of a lot of good players like Anquan Bolden. It goes back to my brother was saying, Bernard Pollard. He said a lot over the years, and everybody used to say, what's wrong with Bernard Pollard? Why he saying all this and that about John Harbaugh? Now it's starting to reveal itself.
Everything's coming around full circle. The chicken's coming home to roost. People, they mad. Players, they frustrated. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, what do you expect? Now, injuries, everything's catching up to itself.
Yep.
So, just look at it. You see it. Speaks for itself. So
now it's just, like I said, the player's going to have to win despite John, or John going to have to do some changes. He going to have to do something. He going to have to pull what he did in 2018 when he was about to lose his job and just change and really change the whole thing. Just like when he brung in Lamar for Flacco when Flacco got injured. And we actually went to Flacco's last game before he got injured. But I don't know if Lamar can save him this time.
I don't think there's no saving him this time. This time is either he's going to be forced to change. Steve Bisciotti, Eric DeCosta, sit down, have a straightforward conversation. Listen, this is what you're going to do. This is what's going to have to happen. Or you're going to have to see his way out the door, either at the end of the season or during the season. Whatever got to happen so we can move forward.
Yep. Very soon. And we 1-3. We don't want to be 1-4. I'm telling you, and it's basically 4 weeks, a month of the season. We going to the next month. It's October, going to October. So they better do something quick, especially John Harbaugh, because your job is on the line.
And nobody hope for him to lose his job or nothing like that. I'm not somebody that's for firing coaches straight up, but when the writing's on the wall, it's right there. We see it. All right, and you're not listening. You're doing the same thing over and over and over and over, saying the same thing over and over and over. People don't want to hear that. Get to the point. We want to win. So we want to win. This needs to change. That needs to change. And that needs to change. It gets as simple as that.
Okay. Yep. Like I said, this is D-Styles VLOG10 Part 4. talking about the Ravens' issues, what's going on with the players and the coaches overall as a whole team. Something has to change now, or we're going to have another losing season, and John Harbaugh going to be out the door soon. You better do something, John.